Hi, welcome to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I'm sharing a competitive match that I ran recently. I was playing Jetfire versus 3-wide Octone here. Just a quick catch up. For some reason, my camera didn't record the first couple seconds of the video. Basically, I lost the die roll. I had to go first, and I swung Nightflight into Flamewar, dealing 1 damage and flipping Jetfire. My opponent responds by flipping Flamewar and swinging with Aimless. And no damage goes on Nightflight here. And then I pull my Jetfire back into alt mode, treasure hunting, playing an armed hovercraft on Tailwind, and swinging Tailwind into Aimless here. And I recognize that Tailwind probably won't do any damage here. If I'm lucky, I'll get to 6 or 7 attack. But Aimless is rocking tough 4, so I don't imagine versus this deck. But yeah, that's plenty of blue. So this is an interesting match for me because I know about Octone, but I hadn't played against Octone up until now. I somehow managed to dodge it at the Energon Invitational. So from what I know about the Octone, it's a ranged blue deck, kind of like mine, but it seems like my opponent built his more Pierce, which in my mind I think gives him an advantage in this matchup. He's able to flip Octone back and forth to get damage onto my guys since I'm running Decepticons and Autobots. And since I went first, he basically gets to protect Octone. Hopefully I've got a weapon here. It looks like I don't. I play Aspiring Gear. And then I'm swinging Jetfire into Flamewar to try and get her off the table. But without a weapon in hand, or maybe I've got a marksmanship. Nope, doesn't look like it because I play a secret action. I think this isn't a great position for me to be in. Despite my treasure hunt earlier, I didn't seem to get the upgrades I needed. And yeah, with Flamewar's great flip, she only takes 1 damage. So not a great position for me to be in, especially because when we untap, he's able to probably kill Tailwind with Aimless. And then I'm going to have to, or I guess, yeah, kill Tailwind with Octone. He flips Octone into bot mode to try and get the bounty. I haven't gotten a reprocess to get rid of his conversion engine yet. He marksmanships Jetfire, which I think is the appropriate play. And then hoping to pick up the bounty kill here. So I managed to have 7 defense against his attack, so I only take 1. So I did get lucky here. Let's see if I can capitalize. So we untap. And the question is, can I get some sort of weapon onto Nightflight? I reprocess the conversion engine. Or no, maybe I'm rethinking. But I like the idea of reprocessing. I decide to reprocess the pocket processor for card draw, which is interesting. Armed hovercraft on Nightflight. I did not flip. So this was a misplay. I mean, this probably cost me the game. Oh, yeah, because there was a sturdy javelin. And yeah, so I should have flipped Jetfire before I played the armed hovercraft. I think I got a little too eager. Obviously didn't do the damage I needed to do on Flamewar. With the damage on Nightflight, if I could have flipped Jetfire into alt mode and gotten an Energon X, I think I could have killed Flamewar there, which is unfortunate. I go ahead and put a damage on Nightflight. And he plays another pocket processor. Yeah, so I think, right, in terms of matchup, it's an uphill fight, but I definitely didn't do me any favors by not flipping Jetfire. Do I remember to flip Jetfire this turn? Hopefully I do. Okay. So I get a sturdy javelin. I get a matrix. It looks like I got some good stuff there. Matrix Jetfire. Help Tailwind get the most out of his swing. Unfortunately, I'm swinging into Aimless. Whereas before... Okay, there we go. So So because I played the Matrix, I can't play the Sturdy Javelin. At least I recognize that. So I think besides missing the treasure hunt for 5 to get a Sturdy Javelin on Nightflight, if I had gotten another Sturdy Javelin and played that, that would have killed Flamewar on this turn, which would have, I think, put me in a much better position than I am now. Because I don't care about killing Aimless. And I'm not going to do a lot of damage. He takes 3. Flips Octone. I put another damage on Nightflight. Puts an armed hovercraft on Octone. So now he should definitely pick up the bounty. The question is which one he wants to attack with Flame War. He security checkpoints me. And that takes a lot out of my hand. The energy pack, I think, is the biggest one, because I would have liked to have played that later. Flame War into Tailwind. And he gets the Pierce to kill Tailwind. And then Octone hopefully gets to kill Nightflight for him. I flip Jetfire back. Play a secret action. And, I mean, I did just get all my upgrades stripped out of my hand. Hopefully I can kill Flame War here, but there's 5, so it only takes 2 damage. So yeah, these sorts of things, I think, is why I find it helpful to go back on footage. Missing a Jetfire flip, not playing the Sturdy Javelin. I think I wasn't focused this game. Like, this is just not good play on my part. And great play. I think my opponent did a great job capitalizing on my mistakes. I managed to not die again. I mean, the only... Oh, no. Okay, I do die. I was wondering for a second. I was like, that's impressive. But I do die here. So, Marksmanship Flame War. Get rid of her. And now, hopefully play a weapon. Nope. Swing into Octone, though. So now I can just focus on Octone. And there's an escape route, which is a big help. I can draw that and treasure hunt on my next turn. And I am running disarms, so another way for me to win would be to draw into a disarm and get rid of the insane, I mean, not insane, but a conversion engine and 2 extra paddings puts Octone in a really strong position. Take another damage. I don't know that I'm out of the game quite yet, but I am definitely, my misplays have put me in a really weak position. So I've still got 10 health left. I am running the sparring gear, which is, I've got the sparring gear on, which is nice. And I played a handheld blaster, so I get to flip 3. And I got 7 health left. I think that was really terrible on my part. I think I forgot about my tough 2, and then I flipped him and didn't do the math for that, unless it was all Pierce. Okay, so I've got an Energon Axe, but Octone just doesn't have enough damage on him. I do disarm him. That helps. So I'm swinging 11 here. Put something on top. It's a Matrix. And I'm swinging with 14 here. So because my misplays, I've only got 2 health left. 14 isn't enough to kill Octone, which I needed to do. I mean, even with Pierce, he might have killed me because he revealed that he drew into an armed hovercraft so he could flip Octone, ping me for 1, and then armed hovercraft for another 1 and kill me. So we'll go straight into game 2. I go ahead and sideboard in a thrust. My thinking is I can punch Octone hard enough and kill him early in the game. And we'll see if that happens. So he elects not to sideboard anyone. And I'm going to cut here and we'll go when the game starts. Okay. So we're about to start. And my thinking is I lost game 1. I get to choose who goes first. And I want to go first and just punch Octone as hard as I can before any tough comes into play. So I draw for turn, tap thrust, flip Jetfire, and swing into Octone. So I only do 4. Maybe that would have been better on Flamewar. I don't know. I guess it would have been less damage. The question is, how fast can he kill my thrust, I think. He gets 3 swings into thrust, but... So, Sturdy Javelin. Put 2 damage. That makes sense, because Aimless isn't doing much damage besides his Pierce. 3 on thrust. Flamewar and a thrust. That's not bad. Pierce 3. And he chooses to attack Jetfire here, which is interesting. I draw a card, get to put a card on top. I take 4 on Jetfire. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just swing in a thrust there. I do get to play the grenade launcher on thrust. I go ahead and pump Jetfire with the bigger they are, which is +2, but it's still +2. I draw a card, get to put a card on top. Let's see if I do. Checking to see what my orange pips might be. I mean, it's the second swing of the game, so. So I'm swinging with 12. And there he does manage to get 2 double blue pips, which is unfortunate. So Octone has 9 damage on him. I pick up the War of Attrition, mostly to heal. Does a damage to thrust. And gives himself +2 Pierce 2 with Calculated Strike. Putting me at 9. If he gets black pips there, yeah. That's quite unfortunate. I mean, I think it's expected, right? His Pierce does put him in a decent position versus this, like, punch you in the face deck. So, let's see what I can do here. I mean, I've put enough damage on Octone that I can treasure hunt. Okay, energy pack helps. That's the only thing to pick up, unfortunately. Flip Jetfire back. Sturdy Javelin on Jetfire. Swing him. Do 2 to Octone. And let's see if I can draw and put something on top. I wonder if it's worth putting the energy pack on top. It's +1 and I get to flip 1 more. Here's me checking again. I've got 1 improvised shield in the deck, unless I miscounted. I did. Okay, actually look at the bottom left. I left cards out of my scrap pile. And because of that, I miscounted. So that's another lack of focus from me. And I just noticed that now. And he's got his so he swings with 8. I only take 2. His contract contingency doesn't go off. I think I can kill Octone from here. Can't actually tell. I think I'm in a decent position because I don't have a ton of damage on Jetfire. And if he's relying on like pierce effects from Flamewar and Caliburst or Aimless, oh, there's a grenade launcher. Okay, nice. Secret action grenade launcher. If he's relying on pierce effects from Caliburst and I said that Aimless and Flamewar, I think I can outrace them in terms of damage. I decide not to play the secret action. I just do the grenade launcher. And I think I was counting how many double pips were in his graveyard. There's my secret action. Let's kill Octone here. Yeah, he's got one extra padding on. So he's got tough 2 with Flame War. Still needs to flip for his white pips. Still don't get the kill. That's really unfortunate on my part. I mean, obviously I didn't play perfectly. I guess I've got the secret action to protect me. The other thing that happens in this match is I think we go to time like at the start of game 3. So the fact that I wasn't able to kill Octone quickly hurts me. And he's got another extra padding, contract contingency, and gets his swings off on me. And there's the orange pips that I was looking for. I do take 1. I didn't pick up that sparring gear, which I'm surprised by. I guess since I haven't been able to treasure hunt twice. And I save my hidden fortification for his Octone swing. I take 2 from his Octone swing. I think that was the right play. Octone has 2 health left. Do I have... He's in bot mode. Marksmanship. There we go. Okay. Marksmanship to kill Octone, and now I can Sturdy Javelin and start focusing on Flame War. No reason to attack Aimless. If I can kill Flame War quickly... And I do get double orange. He gets double blue. I think this was the right move for me. This sideboard. The question, he marksmanships, and the bigger they are, which that pierce will hurt. That pierce hurts a lot. My defense basically doesn't matter. So I'm at 16, and lucky here, Flame War doesn't do any more damage. But I need to kill Flame War. Okay, 3 extra paddings, that helps. Any sort of burn? Looks like I... Oh, so I play 3 extra paddings, reprocess an extra padding to heal myself a little bit. Right, I need to win this game, otherwise I'm out, so that makes sense. Just survive. Don't manage to kill Flame War, unfortunately. Keeping an eye out for an escape route, something to help me get a weapon I need. Thankfully, he flips the Energon Axe instead of drawing the Energon Axe twice. That also helps me out. Flip Jetfire. No, don't flip Jetfire. Just untap. So I know he's got a secret action. Probably a hidden fortification. Maybe a sabotage armaments. But it doesn't matter. I need to play a weapon this turn anyway. Escape route to treasure hunt. There we go. Let's see what I get. Okay, so I didn't draw much. I guess I drew an extra padding, unfortunately. He's got the hidden fortification. I need to deal 3. I guess the improvised shield I played on top. So I'm swinging with 8. And I think I get lucky on my opponent's flips here. Oh, nope. So he takes 1. And yeah, this, I I don't think that I played well enough to win this match. My opponent did a great job, but also the flips did not help me here. There's a grenade launcher and a matrix that goes by. And the Energon Axe on Flamewar. I take 2 from the Pierce. And we're getting pretty close to time at this point. I think we've got like 10 minutes left. Okay, so I'd managed to War of Attrition, which is nice. I get to heal myself for 3. Yeah, it goes on Aimless, but I don't care. I need to deal 2 damage to Flame War this turn. I play a Matrix. Draw. Put 1 on top. So I'm swinging with 10. 6th, Flame War takes 4. She dies. And I think my opponent's right not to call the game at this point. He knows we're running low on time. And he hasn't lost this one yet. If he gets a lucky Pierce swing or something. Yeah, so I've got 2 health left. Which is insane. I maybe the thrust, I guess, against a deck like Octone that's running as much Pierce as it is, maybe the thrust wasn't the helpful move. I Sturdy Javelin and the bigger they are to pump myself. So scrap the Sturdy Javelin. And I'm swinging 9. And I do get double oranges, so it's 11. So at this point, I believe we are out of time. My opponent elects to go first, and he basically gets, right, we both swing with all our characters. I think I misplayed by not sideboarding. If I sideboarded back into a 3-wide, I would have had more health on the field, which would have helped. Plus, I could have directed his damage a little better. My goal here was, if he was going to go first, punch Octone as hard as I can. But since he goes first, I wasn't thinking that I have to attack Aimless. And if I kill Aimless, that helps him get more damage onto me. So, Javelin on Jetfire. Do 2 damage to Octone, which I think is the right move. Get damage out there. And then punch Aimless as hard as I can. So I'm swinging 9 into Aimless. And with his Tough, he takes 4. And that's basically my opponent wins at this point. Great game to my opponent. And yeah, he's already got more health than me. We'll call it there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.